1, 2, 3 arrests. So if we don't have means now, the means is in, we stay low. That's why they are sending people out that find a way to turn the public against this person. Public don't know one share, but unfortunately, because they didn't ask first, we volunteered. They didn't even know. That's why it's quite necessary. And they represent the public and Shionto Yakashi. The same people that are saying justice from bad, want them wash she NGO, one wash she activists to lead, want them bring it down. And it's not. I want to want Pabo Bad go at our Olopa. They cannot pursue this kind of a case without a structured body. Everybody cannot be writing to the office of the police or commissioner of justice. This one, our platform, all platform would have to, you have to come down, come under one umbrella. It's meant to be hashtag justice for Mohbad. All platforms will come under it. Then, into nobody to show representative, then you have an NGO to lead. And then if you carry the fund and put it in the NGO, you will not be asking the NGO to come in to do account every periodically. It's not going to make sense. So when you see all those people that have half-baked information, all those people that are arrogant with ignorance, bringing accountability in front of an NGO at this stage, it's like Ofe can look carry the coup. Non-governmental organization can rubbish it so that all other NGOs will now come after us and say, you are rubbishing what NGOs is all about. This is not how to run an NGO. And they will be fighting to say, can they take the certificate? How can you come and say, our NGO, our cement better, our NGO, our Beke Kemarua, Okwete Nera, our Chitonera, and some people will say, our content will be just what? But let's say, Neon, 300 long Okada, let's say, any 400 Naira. All those nonsense, they want us to start doing that on social media. Despite the fact that we were putting everything on the line to say, we cannot expect the public to say, go and donate fully now, get your funds ready, and then let's face this. No, when doing that, I want to say, that was why, to convince, to let people know that we're speaking the truth, we're being forced to divulge some certain things. You now realize that those things don't buy you, Gigi. You're getting such a conscience. Because now, we are parents, we are Nigerians. Look at the things that this guy has been doing. When he has fund, he doesn't come out to ask. We see execution and we see results. When I was going to enter into Mohbad's house, there was nowhere we requested, please come and donate for us. We want to go to court, get court order to enter into Mohbad's house. We want to go to Mohbad's neighbor's house to live. No, there was nothing like that. When I was going to return back to Nigeria, even to finance the lawyer to go and investigate where the case was, I didn't come to the public. I returned to Nigeria. You know how much it's going to cost to return back to Nigeria? Because the ticket that took me to UK is still there. I had to buy a new one. Rush down to Nigeria because I have to pursue the case in Abuja. Till I got to Abuja, nobody knew. I can tell you for free. Nobody can tell you that I know the day Yomi Fabiyi is going to Abuja. Nobody knew. Anything more lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ọ̀sán mo ń lọ ọ̀sán ni mo ṣe sọ mo ń lọ sí Nàìjíríà o. And I took the cab and I went. So she go allow me. When she anything, let me just go and get this thing done. Timothy planned a one-man protest. When she go, she better come back Gigi no. Yet some people will still come to tell you, killing your Mbome, kilo shebe. And even with that, they still ambushed me. They said, Yomi Fabiyi is lying. Yomi Fabiyi never wrote anything to Abuja. Awala call Osibe. Even the father of Mohbad that had deceived all of you that he was fighting for justice came to even castigate me. Ask yourself, if he can sing for somebody to be WhatsApp chat, daddy, he cannot even appreciate it. He was deceiving. Somebody asked him, hey, John Bola, teach a case, Mohbad, bye-bye. Only Lagos. Then you can see all of you and say, now, How many of these things you continue to believe that we are lying? That's the cases in Abuja. They didn't want you to always believe us. Because believing and supporting the NGO, the justice in Matiwa. Because there is no way the government will come and say, yes, we don't want to give justice for Mohbad. They can't say that to the public, especially when an NGO that is not ready to compromise. I can sing the praise of Ashwaju from morning to night, but when it comes to case of justice, I can't say the government should deny us justice. I can't abandon the public. I can never. Look at many things I have come out to tell you guys. And they are making it look like an NGO is when you have big office. But only big office, turning international body, turning branches, kakiri, turning all our they break the silence foundation. The only thing is capital to have physical offices. But anywhere they can go, anything they can push, if we have the fund, we pursue the case. Can we don't let the case in the outside the shores of Nigeria? I am experienced. I can't just pick Mohbad's case and take it to ECOWAS, to Kiniko, with more experience today. SOBT at the NGO, take the case Mohbad, the State Assembly, to the Governor of the State, to the AIG, to the Commissioner of Police, now to National Assembly, to the Speaker, Senate President, to the President, to the Minister of Justice. Kilewa feki NGO she, NGO TF, fully direct support. I want to have fully direct support. And they are still bringing us down, and you are accepting it. And when you continue to accept such, Nigeria our do logic. Because the conscience of the country will be asking you, what else do you want from this NGO to do? If this is your case, and this NGO is doing this, what else would you be expecting? If your family member is doing this, and the NGO is doing this, it will no justice for you. So it's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. There are so many rumors, not to begin in the last 1 week. Oh, can you not share the lab? I go to visit. Because I'm not obliged to speak. I cannot speak for the police. I can't even say what I don't even know anything about. I cannot say what something went wrong. Can you guys hear me? It's raining. So that has been the update on that one. Let me quickly. I cannot bury Mohbad Adebayo. You know, there's no point been in a hurry in burying Mohbad. Though burying Mohbad, in my own opinion, is right on time. It should be buried now because there is need for any. So arrests are coming up from Abuja, and that until they pick up the real people that they know have questions to answer as to what took Mohbad's life. When they pick them up, they would resolve it on the final step, and then Mohbad will be getting his justice. They know what they want to do. It's just that little stuff that is left, and that is what they are fighting at now. And it can only, if we stand as the NGO in the matter, with team of lawyers that are coming in now fully again, we will have to make sure we push for the last time a serious pressure to ensure that the rest of the other people are picked up and then justice is served. Because that is where we are having a clock. But if by another is in tough and you are aiding them. So that is where we are now. Break the Silence Foundation. We just need one or two little support last, and then we'll finish up on what we're doing, because it is important. I know those that are needed in Abuja to get the final investigation on the way, final investigation to be concluded, and then they push those responsible for Mohbad's death, to push them to court in Abuja, and justice is served. And that's what we need to stand on and start demanding from the president. It is now time for all of us to start demanding from the president, where is the justice for Mohbad? And the president will look at it and say, yes, I am on your side. I don't know why they have not concluded it. I don't know. Then the president can again quickly, or the national security advisor or the minister for justice can ask, those investigators, where is the investigation, preliminary reports? Why are these people, why are they not picked up? Why are they not in Abuja? That way, justice will now be served. So we need to put up the right pressure and demand from no other person the justice that Mohbad deserves. We should start demanding from the president direct now. Where is the justice that Mohbad deserves? He's a musician, he's an entertainer. Why? What is delaying it? Of course, the president will tell you, you have the updates that I have responded in my own way, the presidency, this and that. When the directive is out, you'll see, and then you all could see. That's why, go to my page, you'll see the letter that was written to the Inspector General of Police. At least, and two other things that we need to do again, which is very important, and I will go back to it. If the public are really seriously honest, we need a billboard. We need a billboard on those stuffs to make some certain question. We need a billboard, because if you don't see, some people are using their power to slow it down. They are acting, they will be telling you, yes, the presidency has given the directive, we are following it, but and they were like, the presidency will say, keep fighting them. But if we pile the right pressure, the presidency can now come in and say, no, this is not appropriate, you need to do this, I give so time. So the pressure we need to put up now, which I am willing to do again, I am willing to storm down Abuja again, is to ensure that the rest of this stuff, not because these people are not working hard, but if we relent, if we don't destroy, they might even do some certain criminal stuff behind us that the presidency must not know. But it is time for us to speak up. Tabak but justice for Mohbad. Tabak better man is sharing thing. And presidency is what to know case file here, what to mount to one bed, what to mount to buso. They just need to get them down, do one or two things, and pack them to go. In any one of Echo Shelley. In any one of Echo Shelley. So that is what you need to do now. That is what we need to come together, and we have right to remind the presidency what is going on. That is why we wrote to the IG. That is why you could see the letter. These are the kind of letters that we're supposed to syndicate. If we have a fund, we will publish it in national newspaper, that letter to the IG. It's enough so that many top become. I don't know where all these people live. I don't know. Ní nọ́mbà díje bá mi. Mi ìmọ̀ mi ká ló à ń gbé. To storm a place, so all these things, it's not easy for us. So we just have to understand that this is the starting. Most of you don't know. They will pick all of them, but pressure must come from the NGO, come from the public. And they will have no choice than to say, we have tried for you guys, we've bought time for you, and then you guys will have to surrender. And then they will pick them, and then justice will be served. But when justice will be served, we won't share size because I'm not going to keep quiet. I will continue to pursue and do it, but it's not going to be making sense while I'm doing this, and they are coming up with their double agents within your circle. And then you continue to allow them to castigate and bring us down. You see us, we are pursuing to this thing. Let's do the right thing. So let me go straight to the third update. On the 15th of January, 2025, we had our international press conference. If you could remember that day, like I always tell you guys, I pray a lot. It's only sad that the African way of praying, they've demonized it and we abandoned it. So we rely on Islamic or Christian praying only. Meanwhile, the family land that we are claiming, even the name that we are claiming, came from our own traditional fathers, our forefathers, ancestors. Elomi injection go tedu. Elomi ile don't claim. Àwọn baba ló tebe yẹn do. Àwọn ọmọ Ṣómólú, àwọn ọmọ Ìkìníkọ Ìkẹjà, àwọn ọmọ Ẹgbẹ́dá. No, mo mean Ẹgbẹ́dá. But one baba on Ẹgbẹ́dá. But their baba is a traditional worshipper. Ó ṣe ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Òun lè fi lè jogún gbogbo property tó fi lẹ̀, àtòrúkọ tó fi lẹ̀ àti ilẹ̀. But next thing, they tell you the religion is no longer viable. So, like I said, prayer is in different form. Ẹ̀yẹ́dá àwọn mi tọ́ba ní kọ́ lọ sórí òkè. Ṣé tọ́ba lọ sórí òkè tó má gbàdúrà Ọlọ́run ní God? Ẹlòmíì àná ò máa ṣe àdúrà pastor tó máa ṣe àdúrà sómi. Ẹlòmíì wọ́n lè ní sacrifice kan mú candle. That means gbogbo àwọn tó ń ní candle tó ń lo candle tó ń gbàdúrà. Àdúrà wọn ò ní gbà ní. People create pathway to praying. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní some level of, ritualism in it. But African way, they abandoned it. So that being said, I'm only preaching religious tolerance there, briefly, that respects other people's religion. Condemning African religion is why we have been taken as slaves so easily. If we are stuck to our own religion, difficult for him to manipulate. People will find it very difficult to even destroy Africa the way it is, because we would have developed in our own rights. If we have been using the Ogun to swear about political position, to have the judge, to have the kí judge kan tó lè parọ́ lórí ìjókòó yẹn máa pẹ́, kí politician kan tó lè jí jùkú jẹ́ máa pẹ́, but we abandon it. Àwọn gbọ́ ṣé Bible lọ fi tẹ Africa dò? Ṣé Bible lọ fi tẹ Africa dò? Ìgbà wo lọ́sẹ̀ kọ Bible? Because even Jesus himself did not read Bible. Ìgbà wo lọ́sẹ̀ kọ Jésù kò ka Bible? Moses kò ka Bible. So at the end of the day, we talk with Africa do a party, and whatever it is, I go on the Bible, I go on the Quran. Meanwhile, I don't know more. Tony, in the Western world, they will be using Christianity. I want to debate. I want Laruba Eastern. Arab, Ufuan Islam, Adura, and some thugs. They stormed the venue of our press conference. And they threatened that they did so many things. I knew they were coming, but I didn't have a picture of who was coming. But I know that they were coming. Around the same time, I was told, you know, there will be a trap. That there will be a trap. I get what I'm saying? But I will survive it. I should not panic, but I should just wash my sis. Prayer before then. And that's why I decided not to put up security or extra stuff like give them the freedom to come. Because they have to expose themselves. What they were sharing, but they didn't know. And when the King Whites, could they buy all of them? The law thought he was to make bad of them, and thought he read. Some of you know, Otami, and stuff like that. I didn't see them, but I knew that was what they were going to do. But luckily, the security of Radici, they got to, you know, they were monitoring their CCTV, and they also noticed that they were planning to attack me after the event, outside the gate. And I felt like this is a celebrity, and also their customer, an NGO. We can't allow this to happen in our property. And they beckoned on me that day with the rest of the activists, or let me say justice for bad, you know, seekers there, that they will not allow me to pass through the front door. That they can't risk it. I said, I don't run for such battles. And people said no. Meanwhile, I want them to but those, you know, the staff and management said they can't. So while they were making provision like, don't worry, we have our car. We have parked at the back of our office, the secret passage. A car is waiting for you there. Don't worry about your car. Don't worry about it. You will take that one later. At least they don't know the car you came with. And then this young lady, she quickly said, no, I cannot go too. They're after me. I don't know. You guys could have, you know, must have been hearing her claiming that they are after her too. They want to arrest her and stuff like that. I don't know what I don't know her then. I was seeing her for the first time that day. As an activist, as an actor, as a popular person, as somebody who believes in humanity, said, and look, I said, do I ask her to say, why do you want to follow me? She said, well, no, none. But I felt if they arrest or they mess up with this lady, bearing in mind that on that day, she also asked a very tough question. She was trying to show that she was fighting for justice. And then they said, you know, she needs to follow me down and blah blah blah. They must escape us together. I said, okay, no problem. And the Radici, they took us through the back and they drove us to the next hotel. And then we have to check in ourselves into a room, waiting for the right time for her to go. One thing is this, okay, rubbish opinion. I have fought for women all my life. Timothy, a lossy police station, anywhere to fight for the rights of people. I can tell you categorically 70% are fought for women, 20% for children.